everyone, it's Mitch here. We're here for Harris is Awesome versus Rob Jr. We got Harris's game the other week against Pac. Definitely a strong opponent. And unfortunately, he's up against another strong opponent in Rob Jr. Really fond of both of these guys. I've worked with both in the past. Harris a couple small tours, and Rob during Snake. Rob, I believe, is off to a 2-1 start. He got a bit of no, I was gonna say he got a bit unlucky in the late game, but honestly, that game it came down to the wire. Could have gone either way. I don't really know what the specific odds are, but his game against Bugsy was ridiculously close. Excuse me. On the other hand, Harris has had a couple of more lopsided defeats. Week 2, mostly due to matchup, whereas other weeks he got outmaneuvered by Cristo, and he also got outmaneuvered by Pac. But I mean, he's been playing some of the better players in the field, so kind of hoping to see him break out. But unfortunately, Rob is a hard opponent to do it for. But anyway, we're going to see a bulky offense from Rob and a balance from Harris, I would say. Turn 1, we see scissor on scissor. We're going to see a U-turn from the faster scissor from Harris' side, unfortunately for him, doing 20%. And the slower scissor, on the other hand, is going to do 30% with U-turn to the tentacle, likely revealing that Harris is not choice banded, but perhaps he's scarf, although I'm not sure if that would make a lot of sense with arrow. Regardless of that, on the Rob Jr. side, it's most definitely a choice banded scissor given that U-turn damage, unless it's like a frailer tentacle, than I'd imagine. Or it could be like some weird rule, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's choice banded damage. Anyway, looking at the matchup, I kind of like what the right Aerodactyl set could do against Rob Jr.'s team. While he does have Gligar, combination of Aerodactyl and Scissor could potentially overwhelm it. Especially because Aerodactyl allows Moltres in for free, which is another big thing, because with one Fire Blast into Empoleon, Hurricane becomes quite threatening, and Fire Blast plus Hurricane in general outright are pretty threatening. If you pair that with Sylveon, then he's going to have the longevity, which is nice, because that's able to A, clear off burns, such as that one, and B, wish things up after the damage, such as the Tentacle to the U-turn. Hopefully for the Harris side, this could be like a knockoff Tentacle or Toxic Spikes, as both of those could be potentially quite crippling in the right situation. Knockoff on the Empoleon there is quite nice, as this is not put on timer. If he gets the Scald Burn coupled with that, then the lack of longevity on Rob's team relative to that of on Harris's team would play quite into the hands of Harris, actually, to be honest. I kind of like Harris's matchup overall because of that, but I think that one thing on Rob's side that definitely could do well would be the Terrakion. However, it does have to click the right move, if that makes sense. I.e., if you're going to click close combat into the Sylveon, then you're not going to be doing as much as you'd like. Whereas if you click Stone Engine on a Swampert, the same thing can be said. However, if it's vice versa, if you click close combat, oh, nice burn there. That's an important burn for Harris on the Gladios, limiting its longevity. Anyway, Scissor is going to come on in here. The Psychic, okay, this could be important, because if this is Scarf Scissor, it could U-turn faster, or if it's like Slower Scissor, I could trap it, but also just be wary of HP Fire and Havoc, which arguably is the most important Gladios set right now, and also simply the most common of Z Thunder. It's just really annoying. It hits Empoleon. It hits a whole slew of things. However, it could also be devastating Drake. I know Rob Jr.'s used that in the past as well. Or it could be choiced. That Psychic did a lot to Sylveon. 37%. I don't know the rolls there, but that's a lot. It could be Soul Dew. Another interesting underrated set in my opinion. I used Soul Dew during Grand Slam in my game against Harris himself, actually. It was a nice pick. I do think Harris is pretty decent position, at least relative to his other games, but have to wait and see. If this is Scarf Scissor, it's real nice, but if it's not, he has to be really scared of that Gigavolt Havoc, seeing a Psychic to 35, which is a heavy chunk, I would say. I have to do 70 without the resist, so I'm feeling Soul Dew, if you want to be honest. I feel like this could be Z, but it also could be Z on the Moltres. One of those two are definitely Z, and I think Moltres is more likely. But let's wait and see. Scarf U-turn, and it takes out Gladios. That gives us 6-5 advantage for Harris there. That's pretty nice, because that's a kill that kind of... And I'm not saying this is a misplay for Rob, because it most definitely was not a misplay for Rob. He just didn't really know what the set would be, and he kind of had to be cautious of pursuit regardless. So even worst case scenario is 50-50, but that's a kill that could have been prevented in the sense that he has checks to this. So he has the Gligar, and he has Manectric post-evolution, and even Scissor and Empoleon can pivot in on superpowers. So therefore, the fact that he got rid of that earlier on in the game without really having to dig into his resources, just through a simple pivot, that's a really nice advantage for Harris. I think he's picked the right team for this matchup, especially if that's an HP Ice Manectric, because then the Swampert hard walls it, so it doesn't even have to worry about Sylveon getting worn out by consistent volt switches in the Scizor. Because the combination of volt switch from Electric and U-turn from Choice Band and Scizor could really wear out a team, but he has natural deterrents with Swampert and Flame Body Moltres. So that's another part of the matchup dynamic that I feel really favors Harris. I think he brought the right team for this game, and I think he's off to a good start, but it's definitely far from over. As I said, a well-played Terrakion, especially if it's a boosting set, could flame kills, and then you force the Scizor to lock into Bullet Punch or the Aerodactyl to come in. You can take advantage of that, especially the former, and then you can kind of get into a sequence where you're repetitively claiming kills where they're not making much progress. Interesting to see the Gligar. It's going to be Knock. Oh, wait, that makes a lot more sense of it. Choice Banded. Oh, I did not expect that. All right, wait. Choice Banded Waterfall did 46%. Does that mean it's a Stealth Rock variant of the Aerodactyl? Mega Stealth Rock Aerodactyl. I guess that's okay. Not really sure how I feel about that. Why is it only doing 40%? This was supposed to be Choice Banded. Holy shit. Why is it wall? Why does this lose 1v1 to the Gligar? Oh no. It's entirely okay. Because A, if he's got Ice Punch, he's going to have chances to Freeze Fish if he wants to stay in. And B, he forces Roost each turn, pretty much. So once he gets it down low and on like a 100% Roost turn, he's probably going to Earthquake eventually. And then he just goes to Moltres, yeah, as I said. And now look how free Fire Blast is with Gladius dead. Now, essentially, are you going to go to Terrakion or Empoleon? Empoleon's going to take a fuckload out of Hurricanes. It does only 18, so that was unfortunate. Like, Confusion's nice. And the thing is that Empoleon can't really make progress for Rob with Silvally plus Tentacruel, seeing as it's knocked. And there's no way he could heal this up. So I feel like if Harris just plays a conservative game and just chips things around, he's not in much danger, whereas Rob Jr. is continuously going to be put in situations where he's in danger when Harris doesn't have to incur much risk to do so. So I feel like this is a nice matchup. I would have personally went to Sylveon there, but I think he wanted to prevent the rocks from being up. But you know what? Actually, that's fine. This isn't low enough to where it really merits a wish. Just trade Scalds. If you get a burn there, that's nice. No burn. But hit with Confusion, so it's basically the same thing. You got a free turn, so you're left over to get the burn on your side. There's a Scald. Confusion ends. Another Scald from the other side, 11%. Like, yeah, well, Empoleon's out damaging it. Leftovers, no leftovers, so it doesn't really matter. And eventually it's going to eat a... Yup, and now down to 45%. So this is pretty much a dying out Empoleon. Whereas Harris, on any given turn, can pivot out and you wish to stack up. Well, sure, he'd forfeit rocks. He can spin on pretty much anything once he's at full. So. Sorry, I have water. Anyway, twice down now that there's Torrent in action. Seeing as it's a Choice Banded Scizor, not a Bullet Punch Sword Dance one, and seeing as it's something it's a rocker, he has every right to just take this trade. Especially if he could keep rocks off. Like, just spin here. I see no reason why not to anyway. I see no reason why not to just spam Rapid Spin. Yeah. Okay, so Rob just is going to keep rocking, but, like, eventually he's going to die. No, wait. Yeah, okay, never mind. No, that was fine for Rob. Yeah, okay, so he keeps rocks up. So that's good. Let's think. What can he spin on? Can he spin on track? No. Even if it's locked in the close combat, that should die. Can he spin on the Scizor? No, because Bullet Punch kills it from here, probably. The Bullet Punch is probably a roll. Because you turned to 30. 60 or 70. No, it probably lives Bullet Punch. So therefore, he can't go Scizor here, but after rocks, Bullet Punch always kills. Can he spin on Manectric? No, Manectric's faster and can kill it. Can he spin on Gligar? Yes, he's going to be able to spin on Gligar. He just needs to let something die to Gligar to spin, pretty much. So perhaps he has a prolonged Swampert versus Gligar sequence, and seeing as the Gligar is not U-turn, he forces a kill with Waterfall against any switch, or Earthquake against any switch, so then he could ultimately spin afterwards, and that kind of 2 for rocks trade would be enough to where he'd be in a winning position with the combination of Aerodactyl, Scizor, and Moltres, probably. Yeah, I think that's largely the case. I think the main thing that you've got to keep in mind when you're considering letting go of the Swampert is, are you okay with Sylveon being your main Volt switch in for the time being? Which I think the answer is yes. If this is HP Grass, this could get nasty. Volt. If I'm Rob, I Volt again, by the way. I don't think there's any way Harris stays in here. I think Sylveon is the play, but you're going to get Sylveon take a lot of chip. So you can argue that Scizor is actually... no, I wouldn't go Scizor. Oh, am I kidding? I think Harris is... No. If you have HP Grass, I think you flick HP Grass here. I think if you're Harris, you can consider staying in. It's kind of more awkward than I Yeah, oh, tentacle. Wow, what a play from Harris. That is a fantastic play, predicting the Gligar to come in, and now he gets to spin off. That is a great play. I love that play. That was something I did not consider whatsoever. And now Harris has a huge advantage in this game. Wow, okay. Not a bad play there from Rob either, because it was it, but Harris was definitely a step ahead of him. So that was a nice read there. I feel like he's got a big advantage. Look how free this Hurricane is, or Fire Blast. Your Hurricane, you're doing 40% of Nectar. Fire Blast, you're doing 30% of the Terrakion. If you Z, you're doing it over 50% anything no matter what. And it's going to be on one of the 3 Pokemon in which damage is permanent. Yeah, because he's not keeping the Gligar in. Agility, oh shit. Now, if this is like Z Fire Blast, which I don't think exists, then this dies. If this is Z Fire Blast, I'm going to go fucking crazy, man. I think that agility actually is fine, though, if only just to bait the Volt Switch or debate the Thunderbolt instead of Volt Switch. Because I think Thunderbolt has a chance to kill those, Volt Switch does not. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I don't know the calcs. Yes, so he baits it. Oh, Scizor. Okay, nice play there. Nice play there from Rob, I think. I think it was scouting for Z Fire. But in doing that, it's kind of a mid-ground. And they get Scizor. He's going to get Flame Body, Flame Body, Flame Body. No Flame Body. So the Terrakion comes in here. Now this is a bit of a problem for Harris. Because looking at Hurt, it's fully offensive, and it's at 76. So while Stone Edge might not 2-KO if it's not Banded. In fact, Banded might even be a roll, and you got to hit twice. I'm not quite sure on that. Because Pert is naturally bulky. It's just he's got no investment. The fact of the matter is that eventually you're going to be at a point where the Pert takes a bit more damage, and then this is going to pick. So you can't be switching the Moltres in U-turn. Oh, I don't like that Sylveon, but he comes in on a close combat and takes only 23%. So that means that this is Z-Rock. So I think you got to go Pert here. Because nothing else is Z. It was Soul Do Latias, Choice Banded. Yeah, no, this is Z Rock. So it's gonna click C Stone Edge or Swords Dance here, no matter what. Or sub. He switches out to Scizor on a Wish. Wow, risky play there from Harris. Am I missing something? I don't think so. And he wishes, he wishes to the Moltres. Wow, really well done. And he gets another hit. It wasn't even a U-turn. All right, so I'm in love with how Harris is playing this game. This is phenomenal. And he misses the fire. That's unfortunate there. Are we going to see another Scizor double from the Rob side? Yeah, we are. Oh, that's Swampert. Okay, if that was Sylveon, it would have been a bit better because you could protect and you could out. Moltres on a U-turn, and we get the burn. And he gets the burn. All right, so that's huge. That means that Aerodactyl is even more threatening as you now can't revenge kill it. But the Gligar is at 99%. So it easily eats 2 Aqua Tails. And seeing as, well, I guess Aerodactyl could set up rocks, forcing Defog, thus letting Moltres come in. And that kind of sequence could be nice. But anyway, it's not going to come in now. We're going to see Sylveon come in on a Stone Edge. See, I just don't know if Sylveon is the Pokemon to be throwing out here. You're playing a really dangerous game with that Manectric, who is at full. Yeah, so I guess he knows that it's not HP Grass at this point. But I still feel like throwing out the Pert could be maybe a bit more valuable than throwing out the Terrakion. Protect? I don't know about that. Okay, so it's not Substitute. Actually, Hyper Voice goes through Sub, right? Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Protect was fine. Waste of Stone Edge PP. Rob's timer is down to 10, up to 20. He goes to Pert on the edge, takes 27, but I don't think this is Scarf. I'm pretty sure it's a Z Terrakion, right? So close combat should just take it out. And he goes to Scizor. Maybe am I wrong about the set? I'm so sorry. I'm just not sure I understand. It's not, I'm pretty sure that's Soldu on Latias. Am I wrong? I feel like I have to be wrong. I feel like it has to be Z on Latias, and that's like Scarf to Rack. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm going to get made fun of for this like questioning. I'm sure I'm missing something obvious or missing a damage that revealed it, obviously without having the calc. But anyway, there's 2 close combat to 23. So Sylveon can't switch in here, but Scizor probably can eat anything from full to 65. I mean, you really need Scizor anyway. Then again, no, you do want Moltres alive. Yeah, you want Moltres alive for the Gligar and win condition. So he's going to throw out the Scizor. And that's going to die. I imagine we see Aerodactyl just in case it takes it eats the Scarf close combat anyway. And it can potentially set up rocks if the Gligar comes in. We aren't going to see... I feel like Moltres would just be milking it. Sylveon would be milking it. What if this is Z? You're just giving it away now. Oh, I don't know about this. He's got to know it's Scarf from something. Did it reveal it was Scarf? See, like, now you're just in range, like, why not go to the fucking Aerodactyl, man? Oh, no. I think that Harris mishandled the situation. I genuinely think that Harris mishandled the situation. I feel like that Gligar combined with Manectric are going to be enough. And yeah, he's going to close combat to kill this, sure. So yeah, it wasn't crazy. It was indeed Z. It's just his Aqua Talon being annoyed. Yeah, okay, it's Earthquake. So maybe he needed the -2 to kill? I don't know. It's going to rock on a knock. It's probably walled by Gligar, so we're going to get the Defog. Moltres comes in here. Moltres is going to have to attack into something. And if that something is the right thing for Harris, then potentially result in some significant damage. And if not, it's at least going to get some chip. Personally, I would click Fire Blast here. I think the Manectric is coming in. And Harris is going to disagree with me. He's going to go for the Supersonic Sky Strike, but that is okay as it puts it in the Hurricane range. That was a good mid-ground because it forced at least 70% of the Manectric and or a kill on the Terrakion, while obviously doing 20 to the Gligar itself. So that was a fine mid-ground. I think Rob is going to double the Terrakion here. I'm going to say this once, and I'm going to be right about it because he's going to do that on the Swampert. That was one of the most obvious turns all game. Okay, he's going to let go of the Pert, but now... Oh, no, that's fine because the Manectric is weak. And the Manectric Ochko, one-hit KO, Moltres from 85 it definitely can, but not from full. I don't know. If this is like Pursuit, which it's not, he's going to double the Moltres on the Manectric. Oh, fuck me. And Harris is going to lose and drop to 0-4. That's just really unfortunate. Yeah, Rob was just a better player here, and that sucks for Harris, as he's just going to be left pretty much die out with this Aerodactyl that lacks Aqua Tail Rice Fang against the Gligar here. Is going to get a crit on a knock. Wait. And it takes out another crit. What the fuck? What is happening? Ryan and Rob Bruce. What is this? What in the world? Okay, so he's going to need a crit on the Terrakion with... Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness gracious. He's got to go to Manectric to get the Intimidate first. And then he's got to go to the Terrakion, and he's just got to avoid getting crit. I guess that doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay, he's going to do that anyway, just in case. There's no way Earthquake kills in one shot with not -1, but it doesn't hurt to get the -1 anyway. He's going to get that. So it's all going to come down to does this Earthquake crit or not? And it does not crit. It's going to do 55. Close combat's going to take out the Aerodactyl, and Rob is going to advance in a close game. He made a lot of nice plays in the mid-late game to claw back into it after an early disadvantage. I feel like Harris had a really nice team for this match, but I feel like he threw it away playing against the Trek. And why didn't he go to Aerodactyl? Because he could have forced a Gligar in. I think that's the question that's going to kind of, unfortunately, define Harris's season and this game in particular. I feel like if you just want Aerodactyl, the Revenge kill the Terrakion, knowing that, okay, if it's Scarf, it locks into a move that can't kill me, but it's not Scarf because he had a Manectric and he has no Z because it's Soldu on the Latias. And I feel like he had to know that if he calced out the psychic damage on the Sylveon or on the Sizzler. So that was just a kind of a disappointing showing. Ultimately, there was a lot of good there, and it was just kind of outdone by one blunder-filled sequence against the Terrakion, in which he got rid of what he needed for the Manectric checking, And that in itself was enough to propel Rob back into the game. And he, as good players in lower tiers do, takes advantage of other people's mistakes. And he won the game to propel him up to 3-1 and move Harris down to 0-4. Really unfortunate for the Tigers, but Harris shows potential. It's just not all there yet, and that's unfortunate. And hopefully he'll get a win next time. But for now, good game. Rob and the Scooters are going to get a win, and Harris and the Tigers are going to take a loss, unfortunately.